Hello guys, welcome back to this brand new tutorial video. Inside this video, we continue to develop our coffee shop application with SwfitUI. Okay, let's get started. In this tutorial part, we will focus on our home view actually. This page you can access this page after the login process. I mean, first of all, you have to pass the login process. After that, first page you will see will be that page. As you can see in the top side, we can see our home view inside the right panel of Xcode. As you can see, we have a one menu icon and we have a one good morning text. Normally this text will be displayed to user when the time is morning, otherwise it is meaningless. And when we click that menu button, as you can see, there is a one driver menu display on the screen. And when we let's open our panel, when we click any item, for example orders, okay, this is the preview we should run inside the emulator. As you can see, I am passing the login process with clicking that sign in button. I didn't write any email or password because I added a comment for that check block. And for example, when I click the profile, as you can see, our terminal shows which item I click title. And also, let's little bit big. We have a one slider in here. This slider includes several components like title, subtitle, and button, and also button text. For example, order now, try now, explore, and also as you can see, there is a one icon. It is changing. And this bottom side is so easy to implement. Actually, we have some, as you can see, grids, lazy column in here with popular coffees. Of course, we are not implementing any API or GraphQL requests for this tutorial series. That's why this entire coffee types is dummy data actually. Okay, let's stop the emulator and see what we have inside the code area. And as you can see, we have three variables in here: search, text, and current slides, and show site menu. I want to start with show site menu. Let's copy and search inside the project. And inside the home view, as you can see, we have a navigation view inside the scroll navigation view inside the Z stack, and we have a one button in here. As you can see, this is the line 3 burger menu, and when we click that button, as you can see, we are toggling our show site menu boolean parameter. Let's continue. And yes, as you can see, we are checking our show sign in menu boolean parameter. If it is true, we are gonna equals to false, and after that we are gonna show to user our site menu view. And we are defining our driver menu, as you can see in here, show site menu. There's a one binding parameter in here, and we are adding our parameters, our menu items actually in here with slides menu item struct, as you can see in here. And we are designing our site menu, driver menu in here. As you can see, we added a button in here. When we user click that button, of course we want to close that driver menu. That's why we are gonna equals to our show site menu equals to false. And yes, inside the horizontal stack, as you can see, we have one circle with person icon. As you can see in the right side of Xcode, we can see the preview actually. And inside the vertical stack, we added two tags, Burak, Selcuk, and Burak at example.com, like that, as you can see in here. And inside the vertical stack, we are gonna use for each, because we have 8 items for our driver menu items. And yes, when we click that any item, as you can see, there is a one period function in here. That means it will write inside the terminal with item.title. But of course, with animation, we are gonna close our menu site. And yes, inside the vertical stack, as you can see, we have one image in here and one text for logout. As you can see, this image for this icon actually. And yes, and top of them we have one X mark, as you can see in here, like here. When we click that button, as you can see, our show site menu will be false. Yeah, we can continue with our slider right now. As you can see, there is a one good morning text right here, and text fields for our search coffee area, as you can see in the right side. And inside the tab view, we are gonna show to user a slider with current slides, and with for each dessert slides that count. As you can see, we have an array in here, and we define it our slider items using the dessert slides struct. We have strings, subtitle, button text, background, and icon. Everything is a dynamic. For this slider, we define 3 variables, as you can see in here. If you want, you can define more like that. And yes, our new slider came to this area. And inside the for each, we are gonna count, we are gonna take to our dessert slides count index number actually, and we will do it to entire items, because we are gonna use for each for that slider. And we are adding a image inside the z stack. As you can see, index.background, we define it for that image and added some specification in here, and linear gradient. And inside the horizontal stack, vertical stack, as you can see, we define it our title, perfect coffee pairings. And bottom of that, subtitle and button text. If you want, you can define a action for that button. And of course, we are defining a circle for as you can see, that dots with for each using the dessert slide dot count. And yes, we finished our slider part in here. we are gonna continue with a text like popular coffee in here, and there is a one button for see all, but as you can see there is no action. That means if you can click, nothing happen. And we are continue with lazy vertical grids. As you can see in here, we define two grids in here with our coffee cards. Let's look to that coffee card. As you can see, it takes a coffee item in here, and in coffee item, as you can see, we have name parameter, image name parameter, and price parameter, as you can see in the right side of our Xcode. Yeah, we are defining a cell actually inside the storyboard. We are gonna call that design process with cell, but we are using the SwiftUI. That's why we don't need cell anymore. We are defining a design in here inside the vertical state, inside the Z stack. As you can see, rounded rectangle we have, and one image, as you can see. And inside the vertical stack we have coffee name and coffee price in here. Yeah, thanks for watching. See you in the next tutorial video.